Imran's catching flies. Oh, the one ball's going straight in. Where does that two ball go? Two ball. Does the three ball go in the side? Or is it stuck to the 9 too much?
No, it goes in the corner.
Yeah, but look at where the cue ball's gonna end after he spot the two. Two.
Oh, the tools. Oh, yeah. Well, they're professional players, aren't they? Can't they play position for the corner?
Yeah,
I
they
think
can.
they're obviously looking at the three into the middle, like you suggested.
I think
As
it's
I
quite.
suggested, Darren's now looking.
I think it's because it's quite tight to the 9.
That's where they wanted to put the position. I'm still none the wiser as to whether this three does pass into the middle. Is Darren looking to take this into the corner instead, top left?
I think he's still looking for the side. Tony's trying to order hot chocolate. It's not an easy shot, is it? I think
I
that's.
think it was easy that he got down and knocked in by now. Although it is Darren.
Why is Imran keep looking on his phone?
Has he got to be somewhere?
I think he's got to go to his girlfriend.
I mean, in fairness, right, this match really, on paper, should have been finished by 11:30.
No, but if you think about it, we're gonna play a maximum of what?
61 racks.
64 racks?
64 racks.
64 racks. If you go on average of 6 minutes per rack, it's 360 minutes at least. It's at least 6 hours. If you think about it that way,
Yeah, true, yeah.
there's no way it was gonna finish earlier unless it was a 35-0. That's what a lot of people forgot. It's not that easy. That was.
That's a good shot, that.
See what I mean? It's like 64 racks times 6 minutes. If that's 6, because you normally go out from 5 minutes for a 9-ball rack.
And I
So
have to
10
say
ball
that
make it 6 minutes.
most of these racks have been more than 6 minutes.
Yeah. But if you go from 64 times 6, 364 times 6, 24, 384 minutes. So that's 6 hours 24 on average it should have taken if you go from average.
If they start at 8 o'clock, that's
2:30 finish.
2:30 finish. That's earlier than last week. I don't know whether any of you out there tuned into
Is that a straight? Is that 6
Dark
straight?
Side Promotions event last week.
I think most people that know me know what the story is there.
Oh no, I wasn't actually asking the question to you. I was asking it to our viewing audience.
Okay.
If anybody tuned in for that, you'll notice that the last match between Mark Gray and Phil Burford didn't finish until 3:10 in the morning. And that was only a race to 30. And they started at 10.
I'm glad I wasn't there. Instead, I was. What time did it finish?
At 3:10.
I think I was partying. They didn't leave anything. No, I was in Holland last weekend.
Alright.
Just visit my mom because she's not well. I been to the hospital for a checkup and a small removal of another lump. So it went well. I only was there for 10 minutes because they were quick. They said, oh, it's only a small one, we'll do that quickly. You don't need to go on the anesthesia. I was like, good, that means I can drink. And then we went to a big party. There were 400,000 people. 400,000.
400,000.
Yeah, it's all through the city of Rotterdam. 40 dance parade trucks. Music and everything. If you want to see photos of your friend of mine on Facebook, they're on Facebook. And it was a lot of fun. It's not good for your health, but it was a lot of fun. I don't mind going back for that.
Well, you know, I was sat in here from 2 Saturday afternoon until 3 Sunday morning.
That's not too bad. I was partying from 12 o'clock in the afternoon till about 5 o'clock in the morning. And the night before, I was drinking in the Irish pub. I landed at 11 o'clock Friday night. I was in the Irish pub by 12 o'clock. And I came out of the Irish pub by about 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And 7 hours later, I was ready to go again. Well, 7 hours later. 5 hours later, I was in the hospital. 7 hours later, I was outside dancing. I think that was a bit short.
I don't think he was looking to play containment safety there. He was trying to use the 9 ball as a blocker.
Yeah. But the thing is this a bank shot? I'd call the bank.
You may as well call it. I think it goes.
It looks like a straightforward bank.
Yeah, it does.
He's not sure.
The bank was on. They've left that 7.
They tried to control it,
Yeah,
to keep it straight on the 8.
So I think this is quite straight, this 7 ball to the corner.
It's not straight, it's got a bit of an angle. Oh, he missed it. I think this is one of the first balls I've seen Karl miss.
I think there's not been many missed pots actually in the entire game. When they've had an open ball to pot at, they've generally knocked it in.
I think what Darren has to do, he's asking where to leave the cue ball. I think he just has to like screw it. Yeah.
I think the problem now as well though, we haven't been going for 4 or 5 hours in this match. The problem is I think with Karl in that last shot, he's starting to look quite tired.
Oh. That's a good shot.
It's a good shot there from Imran. This will be 3 on the bounce for these two if they get this one.
Yeah, that means instead of 9 racks behind, they're only 6 racks behind.
That's right. And Tony's prediction of Hill might be on.
Let's make it a bit earlier than my prediction of 35-32.
I have to say, there's very, very few people in this club now. Strangely quiet.
What was the Chelsea score today?
They scored 2, but I think it might have been 2-1. It was either 2-1 or 2-0.
Yeah, they were giving away 2. My work's got 2 season tickets, so they give away tickets every week. We're gonna make a football chant this week, and 2 winners went to the match today. I couldn't go because I promised to come here.
Who did you promise to, though? Imran.
Yeah. So, or else he had to drive up because Tony is already abroad. Or else Tony would be here to support.
Oh, right, yeah.
Tony decided to go earlier because they're playing the Euro Tour Austria here. Here, not here, in Austria.
Really? Is the Euro to Austria in Austria?
Thursday. It's the 100th Euro Tour.
How is it?
And
Are they paying bigger prize money on that one?
no, they're doing a special prize for the one that's ranked 100.
Don't you think that's a bit of a cop out though? They're paying $5,000 to 5,000 euros.
I don't know how much
I
exactly.
think it's 5,000 euros they're
A
paying
lot.
to the player that's ranked 100th
Yeah.
in the 100th Euro Tour, which I think really devalues the rankings of the other players.
Yeah. I hope they make the first prize a bit bigger, or is it still 6? Great shot.
That's a great shot from Chris. Yeah, it just devalues those players that have worked hard for top 10, top 16 rankings.
I just think they want to do a novelty thing just to make it extra special because it's the 100th.
In theory, you could turn up for one event and be ranked 100th though.
I don't know how many points the number 100 got now. But in theory, yeah, probably. I don't know how many. There's quite a few people in that ranking though. And I think they've got quite. It's like maybe that if a Shane van Boning came and he won the Euro Tour now, he might be 100 because I think the rest they've all got the points from the previous rankings, of course,
Yeah.
previous Euro Tours.
If anybody's got the Euro Tour rankings to hand and they want to text me in who is currently ranked 100th and what points they have, then please do.
And tell me exactly how many points the winner gets of the Euro Tour. That would help too.
630.
Yeah, it could be, and then 570 or something like that. I don't even know why I bother still looking at the Euro Tour because... Oh, there goes my phone. And it's not a text, but it's a Facebook message. Andy Barnett sent me a message. What time did they start? Did Butch win? Butch won 15-12.
Sorry?
What was the score with Butch and Whitlow?
Yeah, it was 15-12, yeah. Needs that 7 to bounce. He's left Karl a little bit of hampered cue in here, right in the middle pocket. The 7 ball hasn't come far enough away from the side rail either, so it's going to be a tough shot this one. Would have been slightly easier if Karl could get his hand on the table, but Chris has left him right in the centre pocket there with the cue ball. I don't think he has to worry too much about position on the 8 ball here, because I think if he sends the cue ball 2 rails after contacting the 7, then he can play the 8 into the left-hand corner. The 8 pots into all the pockets on the table as it is at the moment.
I'm just not sure if he's pointing at a lot of points, so I don't know what he's looking at. So. Do we call the bank?
I didn't call the bank, but that's a great shot, especially from where he was queuing from. Brilliant shot. I told you that you didn't have to worry about the 8 ball because it would go in any pocket.
Yeah, left it there.
This actually stops the
run.
Yeah, stops the run. Appleton Majid had won 3 racks on the trot before that one.
Boise, these
welcome back. I've just been to the bar to top up on the Red Bull. As the players have their cigarette break, and I'm once again joined by the big man himself.
Who's currently in negotiations with Saga to sponsor this event. And Privilege Insurance. By the time it finishes, we'll all be over 50.
At this rate, I think it will. Shirley Ang has just come over saying Imran thinks it's going to finish about 5. Well, you're going to get good value for money for your pay-per-view. In fact, text your friends, tell them there's a good 5 hours left on the on the pay-per-view. Yeah. It's well worth digging in.
Exactly. We were just trying to work out how many frames per pound you were getting for your money, but the calculator's still trying to work it out. 0.003 recurring. Ooh, bit of needle there between Mr. and Mrs. Williams. It's hard work that hand, isn't it, pressing that mouse button? Yeah, fancy pressing the wrong one. I mean, well, you got 50-50 chance, haven't you?
Great shot there from Darren. That's a strange one. Seemed to run on a bit, that one. Cloth's been playing.
Perfect, because I fit them.
They are quick, though.
Yeah, they are quick. We had to stretch the cloth quite a lot. No. Mrs. Williams is insinuating I put the cloth on upside down.
I did when I put my first table together. Although, in fairness, I had no lights. I haven't had a text message from Andy Appleton for over an hour, so it's obviously past his bedtime.
Oh yeah, I'll be snoozing by now. Yeah, they finished his cocoa, put his whippets to bed, hung up his smoking jacket for the night. Yeah, took his teeth out, put them in the glass beside his bed. Said good night to the nurses. It's your fault, pal. You've gone to bed. Not mine.
I'm not sure on the shot, are they? There's going to be 2 rails. Well, they're looking 3.
I would have said 3.
Behind the 5.
Behind the 5. With quite a lot of pace to put the 5 on the bottom rail in the middle. I'm sorry, Angie, was I talking when you... Yeah, bear in mind we've got the camera, the microphones.
Imran and Darren are arguing over which pocket they're calling for the 5 ball. I think it'll be a hell of a shot if he makes it. May as well call it though. It's a bit loose.
Yeah. It's his best to call the pocket though. No point calling safe off a shot like that.
No, that's right.
I mean, when Darren played the World War Temple Championship, he did that on purpose. He never called a save for any shot. He always called a pocket just in case.
These two are looking much more fluid now, though. When they come into the table, they're looking a bit more cohesive. Whereas when Darren and Imran come to the table at the moment, they're looking a bit
Tetchy.
Yeah. Looks like there's a little bit of needle between the two players on the same team.
Mm. Chris looking out for his partner there.
Yeah, he's played a very good positional shot there on the 9 ball.
He couldn't have played it any better if he'd put that with his head with his hand. Come on, boys, what's wrong? Just whack it in.
Just knock it in, Karl.
I'll try the combination shot himself. Well, it is match play. You don't want to lose a chance, do you?
It's a great shot. Fantastic shot. He's played 2 corking shots in the last 2 racks, the bank on the 7 and then that one.
Yeah.
Both of them where Chris has left him.
You got to say
cue.
that he looked like he'd been practicing that.
High-end cues available in Europe.
Really?
It doesn't even say a name on the text message, and if it's Simon Diwali, who I thought it was, I thought I had his number. Good evening, Mr. Diwali. Still changing nappies?
I'm going to break your heart, pal. I was playing with a 1950s original Balabushka yesterday. Broke 4 times with it. Sweet hitting cue. No, in all fairness, great hitting cue. Amazing. Very, very weird piloted joint on it. Also got to play with an original Palmer as well, late 60s, early 70s Palmer.
Oh, right. What was that, the same place?
Yeah, Larry. He's got he collects the older cues.
Yeah.
And he brought his box out and we had a game for an hour or so. It's amazing how cues that age can still hit. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I think the interesting thing about cue as well was there's no deflection. Solid hit. It's 50 odd years old.
Chris has left him snookered again. They're saying that it's Karl's shot. I don't know whether he called the 9 to the corner, did he? I thought he was playing the 1 to this corner.
Are you sure it's Karl's shot?
Well, yeah, it's definitely Karl's shot.
Yeah. Is that why it's 2 times 8 world champion?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Chris. Or Karl.
Do you want to draw some lines on the table, Tone, to show the viewers what we think the angle's going to be on this one?
I would love to. I really don't think the players would have a sense of humour afterwards, but I would love to. Get the crayon out, run into the arena. Yeah. Sure, go and see if Ram's got a Tipex. So is it just the Valley that's up this time, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't had another text message from anybody else. Andy Appleton's obviously not listening.
No.
Oh, there's another text message. From Mr. Diwali again.
Put a shout out to Tony Ponti on Mr. T. You're enjoying the match, even though it's not going the right way.
Evening, Tone.
Thank you, Lynette. Yeah, another message from Mr. Diwali. And yes, he is changing nappies still. He's been changing that same nappy now for about 2 hours. How many kids has he got? And he said the Bushka of Larry's is awesome.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal cue. I have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Bushkas. When he took it out of the box, I wasn't initially struck with awe and went, oh my god, that's brilliant, until I played with it. And then function over design any day. It's phenomenal playing cue.
Didn't someone predict the scoreline 35-13? I thought someone earlier on predicted a score of 35-13.
Well, if you edit out that 21 on your scoring thing there, it would say that, yeah. Jeez, how absurd. Yep, Shirley is officially squiffy, as usual. And you can... Oh, whatever. With the vodka in it. Just accept it, you're a lush. I'm teetotal. Listen, I'm teetotal Tony. Author of the best-selling book, Proof is in the Pudding.
It's alright to keep telling the same jokes if we've got different audience.
Yeah, of course it is. What I'm working on, actually, I'm working on the principle that the game's taking that long. We're moving through worldwide time zones, so different audiences are tuning in. Right now, we're targeting China. And at 9 AM, good morning, Australia.
Do you reckon we might get a discount on the hotel if we actually don't go back tonight? Just go pick up our stuff in the morning.
If I'd known it'd be this late, I'd just bought some Z beds and made some quick coin on them.
Might not be back to the hotel by midday.
Well, tell me how happy I am to be sitting here in a full formal suit with full formal shoes, sitting next to Peter, who's dressed like a Bermuda beach bum.
But there is a story.
Yeah. I work for a living. And you? No. Pardon? Well, this was how War and Peace was developed. It could be Abel and Cain, but the pool world. I have to be honest, there's not this much dialogue in my one-to-one coaching. So tough. No, in fairness, we're all sitting here taking a minute, but that's a difficult shot. I know it's not orthodox, but the only way I can see to play that shot would swerve around 5, hoping to catch the rail just past the corner. I don't think I'll play that.
He's playing deliberate foul, isn't he?
Yeah, deliberate foul. No, but in all seriousness, Pete, I mean, this game's taken that long, but really we should be reconsidering pay-per-view and looking more into timeshare. Now that makes it interesting.
Deliberate foul.
Ball in hand.
Yeah, ball in hand here for the boys in Melling. Well, he could see the one ball anyway. He managed to put the cue ball in the gap, and he's managed to get the cue ball back out of the gap as well. So back in shape now.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah. And just saying, sat next to me here, that Chris and Karl look far more comfortable at the table now. I don't know if there is some kind of tension between Darren and Imran.
Maybe it's just the format. Maybe Scott Floor. I know they've played together before, but maybe it doesn't suit them.
But there's also, I mean, they've never played. I don't think they've ever played Scotch doubles 10 ball before. It makes a big difference. They played 9 ball.
Mm.
It's much easier to get going.